Hey guys, this is Simon, founder of Angles 90, and within the next few minutes I'm gonna briefly explain you why to use and how to use our newest product, the A90 Homemade Weight, which is this beautiful piece of product here. As you can see, it's basically a rope net, a size adjustable and highly resistible rope net, where you can simply add every kind of heavy objects that you want and that you have at home. The next few minutes are gonna be spread among 4 sessions. It's about the main benefit number 1, namely which kind of objects to enter. Second main benefit is about entering dumbbells into the net, and especially I'm gonna talk about why to do that. Third part is gonna be how to and why to attach the A90 Homemade Weight not only to your pulley system but also directly to your grips in order to perform other exercises there as well. And last part is gonna be a very little but still special function that you're gonna hear soon. Part number 1, which objects to enter, how big they can be and how small they can be. As you can see here, we simply used a standard bottle crate, which in this case weighs about 13 kg. It should not be enough for a number of exercises for plenty of athletes out there. So what you can do is to simply make a mix between one heavy object and another heavy object, or even 3 heavy objects. So in this example, what we do is we insert some dumbbells as well. So I try to train now and see how heavy it feels. Okay, for instance, if I would now say, it's still too light, simply grab some other objects, put them there, here, wherever you want, and then continue to train. So this is about the biggest objects you can enter. However, it's also possible to enter very, very small objects, which the pretty dense net structure makes possible. Best example, you do some isolated shoulder work, reverse flies or something like that, and you don't want to use much weight. It is easily possible to enter smaller stones as well. All right, about part number 2, which is why to enter loaded dumbbells into the A90 Homemade Weights. Because someone of you might think, okay, why should I order a A90 Homemade Weight if I already have weight plates and dumbbells at home? I'll tell you why. It's the way faster setup time. I'm gonna show it to you again. You see the difference between simply entering a dumbbell into your net instead of, in another case, put down all the weight plates from your dumbbell, inserting them to your loading pin, which is always included in the pulley, and in a second case maybe also do the whole process again when let's say you need the dumbbells afterwards again. So here, instead of deloading and unloading stuff, simply move your dumbbells and you save not only setup time, but it's also much more convenient. So one more time, put the dumbbell, enter the net into the included carabiner, and start training. So right now we are having 30 kg. And again, in terms of faster setup times, if I now would say, it's too light, it's too heavy, I simply add or take away other objects like this. Even say, let's hear, it looks a bit outside. It won't fall outside because the resistance obviously is always gonna be vertical. That's a heavy one. All right, so now let's say I wanna decrease weight. Second 1, second 2, second 3. And here we go again. I dare to say that this second benefit of the A90 homemade weight is even more useful than the benefit number 1, which was about entering any kind of objects into the net. Because again, this saves me so much nerves and setup time during my back workout especially, that yeah, me personally, for instance, I always use the dumbbell. All right, coming now to part number 3, which is about adding the grips directly to the A90 homemade weight to our rope net. Why do it? Well, the case is pretty straightforward. Let's say you are at a place with no weights, be it a calisthenics park somewhere during your holidays where you can't access a gym. Build up a setup like this. What I was entering here right now is a weight vest, but obviously you can also use bigger stones or, yeah, again, any heavy objects available. I'm gonna show you some bent over rows. You can also do some leg workout as well. So, about the last function, the pillow function of the net. It's basically a pillow function in 2 different ways. First method is to use it for the weights itself. Especially useful if you have a sensitive floor like here. Pretty straightforward. Second pillow function, use it for yourself, especially useful when you train outside in a park and you don't want to sit directly on the grass. An even more useful case is to use it for your knees. But again, same principle like with the part before when doing bent over rows and leg workouts. Don't order the homemade weight for such usages. Use them for such usages if you have it already. But again, the main function, the main value is to put out more value, to create more value for your A90 cable pulley workout. And yeah, I think this was it, guys. Thanks for watching. Again, this is the A90 homemade weight, available worldwide. If you have some questions left, write us a comment, write us a personal email. This was it. Cheers from Italy, Simon.